Lesson 196. It can be but myself I crucify.
Hi there. Have you ever wondered about the connection between your actions towards others and how these affect you?
It can be but myself I crucify.
When we truly get this, and keep it in our full awareness, we won't try to hurt ourselves anymore, nor make our body a slave to revenge. We won't attack ourselves, and we'll realize that attacking another is but attacking ourselves. We'll be free from the insane idea that attacking a brother will save ourselves. And we'll understand that their safety is our own, and in their healing, we are healed as well.
It can be but myself I crucify.
At first, you might not understand how mercy, which is limitless and protects everything, can be found in today's idea. It might even seem like a sign that we can't escape punishment because our ego, feeling threatened, quickly twists the truth to preserve its lies. But the ego doesn't really get the truth it's using this way. However, we can learn to see these foolish applications and reject the meanings they seem to have. Therefore, we can teach our mind that we are not an ego. The ego's ways of bending the truth won't trick us anymore. We won't believe that we're just bodies that need to be crucified. And in today's idea, we will see the light of resurrection, looking past all thoughts of death and crucifixion, to thoughts of life and liberation.
It can be but myself I crucify.
Today's idea is a step we take to move from bondage to perfect freedom. Let's take this step today, so we can quickly follow the way to salvation, taking each step in the right order, while our mind lets go of its burdens one by one. We don't need a lot of time for this. All we need is the willingness to do it. For what could take 1,000 years, can easily be done in just one instant by the grace of God. The bleak, hopeless idea that we can attack others and escape ourselves has nailed us to the cross. It may even seem like salvation. But it just stood for the belief the fear of God is real. And what was that if not hell? Who could believe their father is their enemy, separate from them, and waiting to destroy them and erase them from the universe, without feeling terrified? That's the kind of madness we believe in, if we accept the idea that we can attack someone else and be free ourselves. Until this idea changes, there's no hope. Until we realize that this idea must be totally impossible, how could there be escape? The fear of God is real to anyone who thinks this thought is true. And if we don't perceive its foolishness, we won't be able to question it.
It can be but myself I crucify.
To question it at all, we must first change its form enough to let our fear of retaliation decrease, and to take back some of our responsibility. From there, we can start to consider if we want to continue down this painful path. Until we make this shift, we won't realize that it is our own thoughts that cause us fear, and that we are the ones who can free ourselves. Our next steps will be easy, if we take this one today. After this, we will move quickly. Once we understand that we cannot be hurt by anything except our own thoughts, the fear of God will go away. We won't believe anymore that fear comes from outside of us. And God, whom we thought we had banished from our mind, can be welcomed back into the holy mind He never left.
It can be but myself I crucify.
We can hear the song of salvation in the idea we practice today. If the only person we can crucify is ourselves, then we have never hurt the world, and we don't need to be afraid of its revenge or pursuit. Nor do we need to hide in terror from the deadly fear of God hiding behind our projections. What we fear the most is actually our own salvation. We are strong, and it is strength we want. And we are free. We've tried to be weak and bound, because we were scared of our strength and freedom. Yet salvation lies in them.
It can be but myself I crucify.
There's a moment when terror seems to completely take over our mind, and escape seems quite hopeless. When we realize, once and for all, that it is ourselves we fear, the mind perceives itself as split. This split had been hidden while we believed that attack could be directed outward and could come from outside to inside. It seemed like there was an enemy outside we had to fear. And so, a God outside of us became our mortal enemy, and the source of our fear.
It can be but myself I crucify.
Now, for a moment, we see a murderer inside us, who wants us dead and is planning to punish us until it can finally kill us. But this moment is also the time when salvation comes. Because the fear of God has disappeared, and we can finally call Him to save us from illusions with His love, calling Him Father and ourselves His Son. Let's pray that this moment will come soon. Step back from fear and move toward love.
It can be but myself I crucify.
Every thought of God goes with us to help us reach this moment, and to go beyond it quickly, surely, and forever. When the fear of God is gone, there are no barriers left between us and the holy peace of God. How kind and merciful is the idea we're practicing today. Let's welcome it as we should, because it's our way to freedom. We are the only ones who can try to crucify ourselves. But we are also the only ones who can save ourselves. Our salvation will come from us.
It can be but myself I crucify.
What do you think of that? How would our lives change with the realization that we are the only ones who can hurt or save ourselves? You're doing great. See you tomorrow for another powerful lesson.
If you enjoyed the video and found it helpful, please don't forget to give it a like and leave a comment. Thanks. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. There's a new lesson every day.